find you very rude.
The Novympia channel is made possible by our gorgeous patrons who get early access, exclusive content and buyer's remorse, and a Maybeelleeern Metcalf to our brand new patrons Billy Brown, Adam, David Brower, Nick Bourne, Gabriella Martinez, Ellie Towers, Marcos Paolo, Kane Holt, Ashley Yates, Ariel Q, Xteeny B, Princess Boggy, Renee Alden, Jack and Callum Gray. Let's start the shit show.
Oh, hi guys, it's your girls, or half of them at least. We've been very, very lucky to have a wonderful sponsorship from a new film coming out called Stage Mother. So we're going to be talking about that today. Although it's been a sponsored video, all of the opinions and discussions are our own, but you're probably wondering where Olympia is, and she insisted on getting ready in the bedroom today, which is never a fucking good sign. Like, it's always gonna be highly suspicious, so I'm kind of dreading what that's going to look like. Are you ready? Are you? Yes. Oh God.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was having a lunch and I was talking about vaginas with Lucy Lou.
I was kind of expecting some kind of buffoonery.
What have you come as?
Nothing.
The stage mother. I'm Jackie Weaver's the stage
mother. You didn't have to dress like her. This is really frightening. I really hate this.
I'm Maybeelleeern Metcalf. And I'm always doing the wrong thing. My son used to say, maybe it's May. No, I'm Jackie Weaver from Stage Mother.
Nobody has any idea.
I'm Jackie Weaver, and I'm chilly.
No one's even seen it yet.
Right, we are here today. I'm not going to carry on with Jackie Weaver's accent for the whole thing. I could if you like.
No, I've already told them that we're reviewing a new movie called Stage Mother. Spoiler alert, this is the Stage Mother.
You can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Right.
She said that.
She did say that.
You can't make hot dogs out using dog piss. She didn't say that. So we are here today to talk about Stage Mother. It is a movie that is out in the cinemas in the UK at the moment. I think the release date for America is next month. August next month.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting because we get it first, which we never get shit first, do we? So love that for us. We were lucky enough to get an advanced screening of this motion picture. And it's always very, very nice to be asked. It's always very, very appreciative of the fact.
And in case you guys are wondering why a couple of drag queens are busy talking about this random film, it is predominantly about drag queens. Stage Mother is a film about a mother who sadly loses her son and goes on a journey to discover everything about her gay son and his life, because the family were pretty religious. The mother,
Southern, conservative.
The mother's very churchy, choir, and the father's very conservative. So they kind of didn't really accept their son being gay, and I don't think they'd spoken to him for 10 years. That's the premise of the film, isn't it? So
and he does pass away.
And he passes away. So the film is about the mother actually trying to learn about her son, his friends, and the fact that he owned a gay club. This is brand new information to her, so the whole story is about her and what to do with this gay club.
Inheriting this this drag bar, essentially, as a very sort of southern conservative lady. Maybeelleeern Metcalf. So yes, we have been invited to sort of screenings before the sort of general release before. Sometimes you politely decline if it's a film that's not quite up your avenue.
But
however,
we saw the poster for this and we were just like, yes, on board. It's starring Lucy Liu. I love Lucy Liu. Jackie B is in it as well. We were like, absolutely, we will watch this and review.
Also, Jackie Weaver, who is one of those people who's always in my peripheral, and I don't think I've ever seen her in something before. You know those like people that are just like so acclaimed and you're just like, oh yeah, but you've never seen them in something?
You know the name, yeah.
Like Meryl Streep, never seen one of hers.
Right, that's incorrect.
Seen loads of those. So we were very happy to give this movie a go because not only has it got a stellar cast, Lucy Liu, for example, I haven't seen in a while, and I was just so excited to have her back in our lives, but also it is about queens. A drag movie, drag movies are sometimes, you know, it relies on sort of like crude humour or slapstick humour. Drag queens by nature are very garish, egomaniacal monsters, essentially. But as we got into this, it really was a lot more poignant than I think we had sort of thought it was going to be on the outset. So,
don't get me wrong, there are still jokes about nuts and dicks and tits and...
We'll get to Jackie B in a bit.
All of that, that's still very much in there. But yeah, it has a lot of heart, this movie. Jackie Weaver really is one of the biggest selling points about this film. Actually, I think the whole cast is so strong. There's a few new faces, or new to us, because it is quite a diverse cast. What is the name of the main queen? What was her name?
The character who dies, a queen who goes by the name Rickypedia.
Which is so great. I think his boy name is Ricky, isn't it? And I think he just adopts Pedia.
I should have gone for Rickypedia.
Why?
Because I'm always on Wikipedia.
But your name isn't Ricky.
Well, it's not far from that.
But Ricky's friends that he adopts, kind of like his drag family after being alienated by his family, are a lovely, diverse ensemble of people. It's quite a slew of minor characters that don't have like a huge backstory each, but together they really help to flesh out who Ricky is. And it's really nice to see there's a couple of scenes with them speaking to Ricky's mother and just telling her what a wonderful son she had. And there are some moments which are really quite like, you get a bit of a lump in your throat.
It kind of takes you by the balls, I suppose, no pun intended, and it kind of, you sort of go into this movie thinking it is going to be just, and in parts it is very kind of like showy. I mean, there are drag performances throughout the whole way through. It's something of a musical as well, but it really takes you off guard when there are these moments where the stage mother, I mean, yes, it's a stage mother, but she does kind of take the role of a drag mother.
The character of Maybeelleeern comes into this world, this drag world, this queer world, quite afraid at first. She's very, very unsure about it all, but she starts to find parallels between the drag world and her choir world, and that's kind of her way in, and that's where the name of the film comes from, because she starts to get this drag troupe together and gets the show back together in the absence of her son, and they just try to work together to build up this show and this bar again.
She comes a cropper of a few different characters, so she's kind of she spars off against, there's the son's partner,
Yes.
who obviously, because of the way that she has kind of treated the son in the past, is very, very chilly.
Who's he played by?
He is called Adrian Grenier.
So he is one of these people where I recognised his face and then I saw his name, and like, he's been in a whole bunch of stuff before.
He's like a Judy Greer, like he shows up in everything and you're kind of just like, where do I know you from? He's sort of balanced, he bounces off as well at the opposite side of it, with stage mother in the middle. Lucy Liu's character, who honestly deserves a spin-off on her own.
She's so great. She plays Ricky's best friend. She seems to be a bit of a floozy. She's a single mother and she just gives no shit. She wears the skimpiest outfits. She's dating all the time, and I think Maybeelleeern kind of becomes very maternal towards her. I think she realizes that this was Ricky's best friend, and there are parts in the film where she really looks after her, and that's really nice to see that. I think in a way she's still trying to be a mother to these characters. Don't stop.
That's the face she pulls.
I hate this.
She always looks like she's on the verge of tears, which she is.
But Lucy Liu's character provides a lot of the comic relief in this film outside of the drag performances. I think some of the drag performances are amazing. Some of them are quite bizarre, but
some of them are also rough as you like.
There's a turning point in the film where we start to get a few more live vocals, but for the sake of the story. And some of
they were live.
Some of the duets are really, really pretty. I really like those.
Well, I'm not done. I can't get past Lucy Liu just yet though, because there is a moment in this movie, and everything we've spoken about so far, there's no spoilers. Everything is contained within the trailer.
Yeah, because we still want you guys to see it.
There is a scene where she serves a small dessert bowl of custard
I remember this.
with a whole banana sitting in it, and that's it. That's so up my alley. Like, that as a dessert is
But
just
if she called
great.
it, she's like, it's a banana surprise, I made it myself.
And she says that the main ingredient is resentment. I mean, I want to try that, honestly. I mean, it's kind of the thing that your mum would serve you when you're little.
Resentment and a shit ton of baby food. I
Did
think
you?
she said.
Oh, it was baby food with a banana in it. But custard with a banana is nice.
Yeah.
Did you ever have your mother give you a nice banana cut up with a bowl of custard? Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know what's sad though?
What?
Is at one point in your life, your mother would have done that for you for the last time. But anyway, if you're missing
Right.
that maternal instinct, then you can get it from this movie with Lucy Liu. Because she serves up it's baby food and a banana in it. Very like that fucking video we did one time. I understand it now, because I've come as Maybeelleeern Metcalf.
Stop.
I know there are some people in particular who are going to watch this and just be like, the main person that comes to mind is Maybeelleeern Cartwright, who is such a snob when it comes to American accents, especially southern ones, and she's going to go off on me about that. But I'm telling you, this is exactly what she sounds like in the movie. First of all,
Certainly not what she looks like.
it's also very, I mean, I've got an ample breast, and she's quite a small lady, and I am mid-sized. But I understand it now, because you've come as Jackie Beat.
No.
Very similar face, makeup,
No.
size.
We love Jackie Beat. She is such a joy. She grabs this character great. What is her name? Dusty Muffin or something?
Dusty Muffin.
Dusty
and
Muffin, and she plays a kind of more seasoned queen.
Old
and
school.
She is not initially so open to the changes that are happening at the bar, but she has a few great lines. But I really do think that the main storyline is about the rest of Ricky's friends. I was surprised to see a name like Jackie Beat and her being such a character that the storyline really revolved around the rest of Ricky's friends more so, I thought.
Okay, but you realise that the bald man who was crying throughout the movie was Jackie Beat.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you said at one point, you were like, Jackie Beat's not in this as much as I thought she would be. And I was like, I wonder if she realises that Jackie Beat's like on the screen right now.
Well, that's why I
Without her
said
face
it.
on.
Well, that's why I said it.
What did you say?
That she's not in this as much as I thought she would be.
But she was in it a lot. Because she just doesn't she doesn't have a face on the whole time.
She wasn't in it that much.
Anyway, you might have seen her in the trailer and she says something dumb like, I'm Dusty Muffin, spoiler alert, this muffin has nuts. Something like that.
Yeah, you get a lot of that.
But that's part and parcel to the idea that the bar is sort of going downhill a bit and she sort of wants to come in and try and save it. So when I first saw the trailer for this and I saw that line, I was just kind of like, oh great. But then after you kind of like realise that really is part of the fact that it is just very kind of mediocre. Very kind of like Charmaine would make jokes like that, you know what I mean? Like no one's there for
one
it.
of the opening scenes is when Maybeelleeern sees this bar for the first time and she witnesses a drag performance and there's like an audience of about 4 people and it's just the bleakest thing ever.
Very us. It reminded us of when we did shows. Do you remember at G-Bar?
we've been there. We've been there.
Do you remember? And the
Yeah.
owners had no idea why they called it G-Bar.
Yeah.
And there was, honestly, we would do a whole set, and it was to sometimes like 5 people.
Yeah.
On a
Hey, listen,
Wednesday.
they were still paying us.
On a
so.
Wednesday night. Do you
And
remember that?
we were too green to have any self-respect.
Wednesday night at an 8 who's going
Yeah.
out at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night to a tiny bar? 5 people, apparently. Why was it called G-Bar? No one knew that.
No one knew why.
But, okay, if you are looking for something that's like super vibrant and easygoing, you have to just be wary of the fact
Yeah, that's not this.
that it
because
kind of takes you by surprise. And
we
there
were
are some
expecting something a lot more light-hearted, a lot more camp, and whilst it absolutely is a film basically set in a drag bar featuring drag queens, there are some real emotional scenes to this, and the death of the main character's son is set up right at the start of the film, so that is hovering over throughout this whole movie. It really is a film about discovering yourself, dealing with loss and death in the family, and there are some really complicated emotions in play here, so it's not the most easy watching of films, but I found it really, really touching.
There's some bleak shit in
I was
it.
very invested in the characters towards the end of this.
There's some very bleak shit in it, and you know, don't go in thinking it's just going to be something you can have a casual cocktail to with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Because there are some moments where you just kind of clutch your pearls.
I'll clutch your pearls.
Oh my god, turn that camera off.
For everybody who is watching in the UK, it is in cinemas now, so you can watch it this weekend. If you click the link in the description, you can find out where it is showing nearest to you. And for people in the US, it's coming.
Just hold your horses, please.
But listen, everyone in America gets shit first all the time, so it's about time that the Brits got something before you guys.
Don't be so fucking greedy, please. But honestly, it's worth the wait because it is, in the long run, it is so charming. It's unbelievably charming.
Yes.
And I think that Jackie Weaver is an absolute revelation for us, certainly. I'm sure people are just have known about. I mean, she's been nominated for Oscars, so she's not like some kind of like starlet on the rise.
But also anything starring Lucy Liu, and I'm game, and she does not disappoint in this.
Stage Mother, there it is. Give it a watch. Let us know down below if you've already seen it, if you're planning on seeing it.
Yes.
Let us know if you'd like to know how you can create this leak.
No one knows or cares or asks for this. I think people are mostly just mentally scarred.
Stage Mother.
Stop saying that. Like, makes this make any more sense?
You now have to forever hold your peace. Call me Maybeelleeern Metcalf.
I'm not going to be doing that.
Because I am her now. Look at this.
There is a great joke in the film though about how that would be such a fantastic drag name.
I can't believe it's actually spelled like Maybelline. I looked it up. I was making notes and I was just like, oh my god, like what a cute name. But
well, it is a name, isn't it?
What?
Yeah.
It's a makeup.
Yeah, named after somebody.
Whose surname was Maybelline.
I would assume so.
I thought Maybelline, the first name, was like Mabilene.
I mean, there's different ways to spell it, isn't it? But Maybelline is a name.
I know that now.
Alright then, have we got some patron birthdays to get to?
Listen, we're gonna say happy birthday to... Oh, I could have done that better, couldn't I? Hang on. Samuel B for July 28th.
Happy birthday also to Maria on July 31st. Happy birthday, lovely.
Happy birthday to the pair of you. You've been with us for a little while now, and I can picture you both exactly what you look like. I love it when your sort of little faces pop up on the Patron. You leave a comment or a little sort of like or something, and thank you for being with us for so long.
Don't touch my leg
I
whilst
appreciate
you look like
it.
that.
I'm going to just like go and have a moment with Nova in the bedroom where I'm going to strip.
Not.
Would you like me to strip like her?
Absolutely not. Turn this off.
You can't make a fish souffle.
What is a fish souffle?
People would make that, wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Fish souffle.
Alright then.
With fish shit. You can see why I didn't get the role originally in the first place.
Goodbye.
Join our Patreon, make your parents not proud.